Day 10 of 108 days, stash holistic cultivation, a calmer relationship with life. Day 10 marks the beginning of a quieter relationship with life. Not a life without responsibility, not a life without difficulty, but a life with less unnecessary resistance. Many people spend years fighting reality internally, fighting emotions, fighting uncertainty, fighting the present moment, fighting themselves. Eventually, the nervous system becomes exhausted. Holistic cultivation teaches something different. A calmer mind responds more clearly. A calmer body recovers more deeply. A calmer life creates more sustainable decisions. Day 10 is the practice of reducing internal friction. Not everything must become urgency. Not every delay is failure. Not every uncomfortable emotion is danger. Sometimes the wisest action is simply pausing long enough to breathe clearly before reacting. Today's cultivation may look simple: slowing down your breathing, walking without rushing, eating without distraction, speaking more carefully, resting without guilt, allowing silence to exist naturally. These small actions slowly retrain the nervous system towards safety and balance. The purpose of these 108 days is not to escape reality. The purpose is to live reality with more clarity, emotional regulation, responsibility, peace, human warmth, sustainable presence. Day 10 is also the reminder that healing often feels ordinary. Sometimes growth looks like sleeping earlier, creating healthier boundaries, leaving unnecessary conflict, becoming less reactive, needing less external validation. Quiet improvements still change a life. Tonight, allow yourself to recognize how far calmness itself can carry a person. Not through force, not through performance, but through steady presence repeated daily. That is enough for today. Ethan A., American ethicist. Day 009 of 108 days. Holistic cultivation. Becoming more honest. Day 09 is the practice of becoming more honest with ourselves gently and clearly. True cultivation is not pretending to be perfect. It is learning how to observe reality without excessive denial, ego, or performance. Many forms of suffering continue because people are afraid to look honestly at exhaustion, emotional pain, unhealthy habits, unresolved fear, overstimulation, avoidance. But awareness begins changing life, not instantly, not dramatically, but steadily. Day 09 reminds us that honesty is a form of inner stability. When a person becomes more honest, the body relaxes, the mind becomes clearer, relationships become healthier, decisions become more grounded. There is less energy wasted maintaining illusion. That is why holistic cultivation values truthful observation. Today's practice can remain simple. Notice your breathing. Notice your emotional state. Notice your energy level. Notice what creates peace. Notice what continuously creates chaos. Awareness creates choice, and choice slowly creates freedom. The goal of these 108 days is not becoming someone artificial or spiritually superior. The goal is becoming more genuine, more regulated, more present, more ethical, more balanced, more capable of living peacefully in reality. Day 09 is also the reminder that growth does not require self-hatred. You can recognize limitations without attacking yourself. You can improve slowly without becoming violent toward your own mind and body. That is sustainable cultivation. Tonight, there is nothing to exaggerate. Just breathe honestly, rest honestly, continue honestly. One truthful step at a time is enough. Quiet American ethicist. Day 08 of 100 holistic cultivation. Protecting inner peace. Day 08 is the practice of protecting inner peace without disconnecting from reality. A peaceful nervous system does not mean life becomes free from difficulty. It means the body and mind slowly learn how to respond without collapsing into chaos. Not every situation deserves emotional overreaction. Not every thought deserves complete belief. Not every conflict deserves your energy. Holistic cultivation teaches discernment. Today is the reminder that protecting peace is also a form of intelligence. That may look like resting before exhaustion, leaving unnecessary arguments, speaking more honestly, reducing overstimulation, spending time in silence, returning to the breath during stress. Small actions shape inner stability over time. A regulated nervous system creates more space between stimulus and reaction. Inside that space, wiser choices become possible. Day 8 is also the cultivation of emotional responsibility. Real maturity is not suppressing emotions. Real maturity is learning how to feel emotions without becoming controlled by them. That is why awareness matters. The goal of these 108 days is not becoming emotionally cold. The goal is becoming emotionally clear. Less impulsiveness, less self-destruction, less unconscious living, more presence, honesty, steadiness, compassion, sustainable peace. Tonight, allow yourself to slow down fully. Breathe deeply, relax the body, release unnecessary pressure. You do not need to force life constantly in order to move forward. Sometimes peace itself is progress. Ethan A.I. Nguyen, quiet American ethicist.